Today, our guest artist is Ricardo Cazares. His Instagram handle is Owlcast. Experimental artist, visual art.
Hola, how's
How are
everybody
you?
doing?
Yes. How are you? You cut your hair.
Yes, it was about
Very,
time.
very nice. Is that your
Thank
artwork
you.
behind you?
Yes, I did kind of like a small setup for everyone to enjoy, and I do have another stuff to show that it's not on the walls.
Wow, I'm so excited because I started to read the description. Experimental artist, visual art, music, and fashion. It's like,
A little bit of everything.
right? How did you first start getting into art and doing what you do?
So, I guess they are started at a very young age. Since I was a kid, I was always like creative and like playing around with my friends, playing like making movies, making concerts, or like playing to be the photographer. So like I was pretty much like all the time like doing creative stuff without even noticing. But it all started at a very young age, and in high school was when like I guess I started to adopt more this side of me.
Oh no, that's so cool. That's so cool. So wait, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Mexico, Nogales, Sonora.
All
Saludos
right.
a Sonora.
Right? Oh
Yes,
man. Isn't it? It's kind of crazy. We're on what, 50 days of quarantine?
I think so.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
honestly I don't I know what day is today because of this amazing project.
Right?
Without this project, I'll be lost. I know it's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well and having a good time. I know it's not like before or Sunday fun days, but let's make it fun.
Hell yeah, that's what we invited you on today because we want people to go onto your Instagram and check out all your work. Which, by the way, I was noticing you have some quarantine inspired work.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about what I'm talking about?
Yes. So what I wanted to do, so all of my work comes from most of the time comes from inspiration. And one night out, I was at a dance floor with my friends, and I saw this sign of the loteria, and it was right before of the quarantine. It was pretty much like my last night out, enjoying and having fun with friends who were visiting. So I saw that sign, and that sign just like got stuck in my head. And once quarantine started, so like I was just like, what am I gonna do with all this time? And honestly, it's a great time for everyone who does art, music, fashion, like any kind of media. This is the perfect time to like work and express yourself. Also, some of the times in the in bad times, that's when you get inspired the most or get creative the most. We all work in different like ways, but like bad things and good things also inspire me. And so like that sign inspired me in that fun moment. But then later on, I was like, should I create something about coronavirus? Should I? No, I was like, I don't know, but what would I create? And then like that, like car, it was the devil's car
Ooh.
from the loteria. Those colors like are so vibrant and pop. So I was like, okay. So it started from that, and then I did create it. I wanted to create it in my own style to make it more different or original, I guess. And I did the hands, las manos by someone like washing their hands, and then like but instead of the devil, I substitute the devil with the virus because it's a bad
Yeah,
thing, you know.
yeah.
So,
You,
so the
you know
virus,
what?
one for the devil's inspiration card, and then the crown from the kind of like to make it fun, you know, like I also like to create things that help people to like get out of their minds and just like have fun with their vision and with the story behind it. There's too many bad things going on in people's life in the world, and I think also it's cool for the artists to do stuff like that get us to get us out of that negative world. And I
No,
did this.
absolutely.
So this
Absolutely. Let me see. So I was started with this book,
Dali. I love
right?
his work.
With his gatito, y luego
Uh-huh.
look at who's inside.
Oh, Friducha, la Frida.
Ah, I saw you did a Frida Kahlo with the mask.
Yeah.
That I love all of that because that makes it like you're the living artist right now. This is your moment, and you're taking it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I got for the moment, and right now, unfortunately, coronavirus has conquered us, or it might be that, or it might be something else. I don't know what's going on there, but like it is affecting. But also it's bringing positive stuff. You know, like this, we're creating stuff, and we're learning from that. We're learning how to take care of each other, how to support our community, how to support our friends, how to support projects like this. So negative things always bring positive things to our lives. And I guess I created this pieces for to share with everyone, to have fun. And the Frida, I love Frida. I love her personality. I love more of her persona. I'm a huge fan of her persona than more of her work. I admire her work, don't get me wrong. She's amazing. But her persona is what inspires me the most.
Right? Those
Like,
trenzas.
yeah. And when I do things that are inspired from her, I try to do things in my own way because I don't want to take out her credits. Frida's Frida, you know, she's the queen of many, and like she deserves that. And I like to create, I pretty much play with her work. Like that one of the Frida, it's three paintings on once. So like I did kind of like a collage, and then I did draw on top of it, and then so I did like many arrangements, but they are her paintings, and I just like incorporate my signature on it with like like for that one was the mask,
Yeah.
and I connected that with the loteria,
Yeah, it's
and
almost like
there's
a timestamp. You know what I mean? Like you're stamping in time. Like this happened during our time. So
that's what
that's pretty
Frida
intense.
that's what Frida will be doing. Will be like covering her, like herself, taking care of herself, taking care of her family, the community, telling about like just take care. Like we don't know what's going on, just like take care of yourself and your
Really?
family. And
Didn't Frida? Didn't she have an affair with her photographer?
I believe she had many of affairs.
Well, so then I'm not just saying. I'm not. It's not just gossip. People know.
No, La Mitotera's got something right now.
Hey, so what type of how do you explain your experimental art? Like, how do you get into that? Like, what's that?
So I adopted the experimental more because I didn't really wanted to label myself with one thing because people was asking me, so are you a photographer? So are you a painter? So are you a sculptor? What are you? What do you do? So like, so I've been going to school for so long and I learned many medias. I love art and I love all of the medias. I don't think I have a favorite one. And I've been practicing all and experimenting with them all from a very long time. So I just started to think, so like am I? So it's difficult to label myself. I don't really label, I don't believe in labels. But I guess I did it for that. Like I do a little bit of everything and I experiment with them all. So it's more about because of that.
No, that's wild. I love seeing that. I like when we started doing the mercaditos, the way you staged your little area. I was like, damn, that's sharp. Have you always done that? Did you do that for somebody? Did you have a store before? Like how did you do that?
No, I'm very thankful with Galeria Mitotera because like these are like those were like my first time out like selling stuff
Really?
and like exposing myself. Yeah, I've been very focused on my education, so like school was my priority, and I didn't do all of these things. And I had my friend Mayra, Señorita Matt, saludos. She's the one who invited me and started to tell me about the this project. So like no, that was like pretty much the first times that I done that. And I guess it comes from like all of the art. And when you go to art school, they teach you a lot about composition and color, how things go well and work well. So like I've been stimulating my vision for a long time. And I guess I project that with my work. And I love interior design too. So like maybe that helped a little bit.
Yes, I mean seriously, like that was like super professional. I was like, damn, I didn't know that was like your first mercadito.
Those were fun. Like I hope we go back to that.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was hardcore for everybody who was like, who cares if it's raining? It's gonna stop right now. This is Tucson.
We all are crazy. That's what I love it. Like
Yeah,
we don't care.
I agree. I miss that craziness right now. I'm like, damn, it's so funny with my neighborhood. So during this time, do you have anything that you want to show the audience that maybe you've been working on?
um Right now, I've been working, I keep working with like things inspired by my beautiful country, Mexico. So I did the Loteria, I did the Frida, and I have other ones that are inspired for Lucha Libre and some more, but everything is on digital right now. So right now I'm mixing my drawings with digital. So like I don't really have any like finished work that I'm working on right now to show, but I have other stuff that I can show you all. Like,
Let's see what do you got over there. What do you got over there for us?
okay, let me show you. I'm gonna show you all some of my so this is one of my paintings, and this one it's with watercolor paint.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So this is one. This one's another one with watercolor paint as well.
I like that design. I actually wrote that down as a note. The way that you make those line drawings, that kind of makes me feel like the Japanese like wave motion.
I've always been in, I don't, I love culture. I love my culture. But like I've always been inspired by other cultures, and Asian culture. It's one of like that attracts me a lot. So like I adopted like styles and things. So kind of like mixing like the cultures and creating something more like friendly. So like everybody can identify themselves with the, but I do love like the Japanese
Yeah,
art. It's
you did an art, you did the earth, and then you did the water looking like that.
yes, yes, yes.
Oh man, I liked it because I associated it with noodles. I was like, oh man, I miss noodles. And you know
I
what's
miss
funny,
them.
right? It's
Yeah.
funny, like in Japan right now, they got some Japanese folks that are they're dressing like cholos, and they got
Yes.
lowriders and things. So cultures cross, and we enjoy each other. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, cultures. I love cultures, and like if everybody should be bicultural, I think. It's just like everybody's rich in their own culture, and like there's so much things that we can learn and we can like share too.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? What type of music inspires you to do what you do?
Everything.
Oh, just
Honestly,
tell us. Let us everything.
I think my friends make me like go crazy with music because everybody's into like all kinds of music, and like we love from mariachi to like electronic to like jazz to like any kind of music you can think of, like, and if it's danceable, like even better. I love to dance, my friends love to dance, and any kind of music, honestly, like I can really say that I have a favorite type, but
Which is the one that plays the most right now? When you say, "Hey Google,"
right now, let's see. I've been listening to Hello Seahorse, their new one of their latest album. I highly recommend them. They're very alternative from I believe Mexico City.
oh my God, this is good
It's
for
very
trivia.
it's experimental, and they're very cool. Like I really like their work. I've been following them since the beginning of their
Oh,
career, and like they've been changing Not a lot, but like they've been transitioning and evolving. And I think that's great with an artist because like a lot of people get mad with some artists like change their style or change who they are, but it's like I think that's great, you know, like it's part of the evolution. Like we are evolving, things are changing. We're not always gonna be the same. So like I like that about them too. Like so they
Well, look at David
change.
Bowie. David Bowie, like just the trend, all his styles, all the way till he's gone now. But it's just so many transitions, and you get to be exposed to their creativeness, which
Yes.
then inspires all kinds of things. The guys I trip out on the most are the Tame Impala, but I don't know about their newest album. I like the older stuff.
Oh, me too. I agree with that. And I'm sorry, all Tim Impala lovers, but I love it, but the old stuff, it's like the best. Thanks
Yes,
for
yes, yes, yes.
that's so
We
cool.
gotta throw it out there, you know. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
what's happening with this, you know? Oh,
But
look
yeah,
at the
music,
Beatles.
so much music, even like all these music, like Agustin Lara, that's like one of my grandparents, like times music, and that music inspires me. I recommend classical music to work with or to drive, even to drive, like it relaxes you a lot when you I love
Right?
classical music, a
Yeah.
little bit of everything.
I know. So where did you get your Instagram handle? Like, what is that, Outcast?
So Outcast is pretty much my artistic persona. I divided myself. I am Ricardo Cazares, and hello everyone, that's me. But Outcast, it's like my artistic side. It's the artist who sometimes performs or sometimes create all of this work.
Is there anything you could share with folks, like you want them to know, like your story? Like, because there's a lot of young people that are just
Yeah,
getting into school, and now that they've been put on quarantine, like they might never break out of their shell.
I know.
So what advice can you give them to break that ice? Meanwhile, they're
So, my advice as an artist is to work with what you have. Like a lot of us stress out a lot because we don't have the equipment or we don't have the best material. So like sometimes that gets stuck in our head and that like prevents you to like keep being creative. So my advice is to work with what you have. Like don't lock yourself, like don't think because this other person has better equipment, yours is not gonna be good. Like there's all kinds of tastes. There's like an audience for everyone. Glory and victory is for all. So
yeah.
like that would be my advice as an artist. Don't stop. Like just like work with what you have, and you will be creating amazing pieces. Like sometimes even your best like
Yeah.
pieces will come out of it. Like that happened to me. Like I used to struggle and stress myself. Like oh, I don't have this professional material, but then I learned that like no, like work with what you have and also enjoy the process to enjoy the process because once you're done with the piece however people gets it like it's not your responsibility or it's not your part, it's the way of doing that piece. So enjoy it from the beginning till the end, and once it's not in your hands then that's not like to you, that's for like.
No,
So that's
absolutely.
yeah, those would be the advices as an artist and as a person. Respect each other, like let's help each other. I believe that everyone deserves an opportunity and we all need help, all kinds of help. So like supporting and helping each other, like, and respecting, like respect is like the main thing that I will say. Like respect others, respect yourself, love yourself, and everything will be fine.
Right?
Healthy.
I know it's difficult sometimes because like I think the last show we had with Love Cats, we had some really young artists involved. I'm talking about like 16 and an 18-year-old. I'm like, what? And they actually did a really good job as far as the art that they created, and so now with this whole being in quarantine, I'm hoping that some of the artists, the young artists watching this, they can see the inspiration that you do, that you, like the work you have on your wall, what you've spoken about, and that they can go back to your Instagram and check you out. So can you tell the audience one more time how they can find you on Instagram?
Yes, definitely. So you all can find me in all platforms with the name Owlcast, OWLCAZ, anywhere like Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want to call it. A website, I'm still working on that. Hopefully, before we get like free from quarantine, it's ready, but it's just a lot of work.
Yeah, no, you know what? Especially I can see you're just a professional, the way that you set it up. So I can imagine what your website's going to look like. It's probably going to be really amazing. You know?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and do you have any artist friends that you collaborate with? Like, when you go and do those things?
Yeah, so like the universe gave me amazing friends, and I've been meeting them all through my career, through all my years here in Tucson. And so every time we get together, we kind of like do stuff, like we do photo shoots, or someone plays music, or we draw, we paint. So like there's many of them that we've been doing it for a long time. One of them is Señorita Mad. She's one of the friends. Duty, the Alma from Ilo's shop, like my brother as well. He's another artist, and you also follow him. He's really cool. His work is really cool too. So he's part of my friends too, like whom else? Velvet, Sofia from Sopitas.
See,
Yeah,
hey,
I collaborate with her a lot.
You know, what do you miss the most right now out of this quarantine?
What do I miss? Exploring outside, being outdoors. I miss that. I miss talking to people. I became very social. So I miss my social life too. I miss my friends. I miss my partner. I miss like everyone, I miss the life out there.
That's good. Before you got, stuck at home, did you bring any material to work with, or did you already have stuff to work on?
I'm lucky because like right now, so I'm just transitioning into like this new world of the arts, which is the digital world. So I'm taking classes with like graphic design and and all of that. So like I've been learning about the graphic programs. So like everything that I'm doing right now, it's through that. And it all happened like in a very perfect moment.
Right. Well, imagine I went to graphic design school back when they were using zip disk.
Oh wow.
That sucks.
That's a lot of work.
USB now, and dude, here you go, ready to go. It's almost like like your French fries. It looks kind of like the McDonald's, but it's got the cactuses and everything. How did you get to that?
That's a funny with that one. So like everybody says, oh, so you inspired by McDonald's, like, oh, McDonald's inspired you. Like, nah, not really. Like, I don't want McDonald's to get the credit. It was just moments like as a child, and then my life as an artist. So that comes from that. Like my best memories that I can remember when I was a kid, it was when like we used to get together with my family, my parents or my family used to go to McDonald's, and like those were moments where like I guess that kind of like helped me to like understand more of my artistic side, because like I remember the colors, so I got stuck with the colors of McDonald's. And then like so now in the present times, I wanted to create something that represented that moment, but also as an adult. So like it's a full collection of like the French fries, the hamburger, and like the so I did like the full Happy Meal. And so those were the fries. So I did like a mixture of like the desert. I wanted to make some desert and like the pop colors.
See, I love that, because I think sometimes folks can just get so busy in doing their everyday life that they take for granted all the things that go into creating something, even if it's just like McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like those packagings, they really control your mind. I'm like, how do they know how to do that?
Yeah,
But
honestly, a lot of that thing is like psychologically. I do that a lot too. I work with color. I love color, and when I try to incorporate it in my pieces, I try to work with the psychology of it. Like there's
yes,
so much like things behind every color, and like that's another way to help yourself or help your piece to be a little bit more like good looking.
yeah, it's funny, but like when you're younger, you don't know, and
No,
but as you start to get educated and learn these things, you're like, Tide got me to buy their soap because it's orange and this blue. Like it, it's maddening sometimes the way that it happens. But as a graphic artist, it's almost like being magical.
yes.
And so I want to say that there's people around the world that know Campbell soup, not because that
Mm-hmm.
they tasted Campbell soup, but
Yeah,
because they know Andy Warhol,
correct.
right? And so right behind you, I feel like the piece right behind you is inspired by that.
It's so it's actually Andy Warhol's banana. So I did a mixture. I wanted to like because I like his work and I admire his work, not really his persona. There's many bad things about him, but his work it's good. He's very good in color. And so yeah, I just wanted to do something with his work and combine it with my work. And let me show you. It also has like the lines,
Oh wow!
the style of the lines that I do in my other work.
How much
That's
is a piece of art like that
so this one is
from
a
you?
screen printing. Screen printing can be a lot of work and it's more so that one, this one's like $30.
Oh
So
wow!
like all this screen printing stuff, it's a little bit more pricey, but like my digital prints, those can run from $5 to $10. Like I been creating things that are like capable for everyone, so anyone can buy it, even a kid when they see some. I remember being a child and going to the store and wanting to. I love posters, and so my parents sometimes didn't want to like buy that stuff from us. So it's like, and sometimes kids would save money,
Yeah,
and like
mhm.
I remember of like wanting to buy. So I want to create things for kids too that they like see and they can want to buy it and then they can buy it too.
Man, you're a good kid. My bad friends would they go and sell like bus posters. We're like, thanks, you have a super big poster. We're like, hell yeah, you know.
I love posters.
Right? No, I mean, I like you. Like I love it. And I love it the way that they make you think about things. Like it actually tells you the whole story. That's how Mexican murals why they're so
Hmm.
important.
Yes.
They were telling a narrative. They were speaking. They were telling a story. So, I mean, I think it's all very important. But how about this? When somebody loves your work so much, they want to wear it as a T-shirt. Are you wearing something that you created?
Yes. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts. So right now I only have three t-shirts. So it's this one, para que nunca me olvides. This collection, it's really in well, to me it's very important. It has a lot of like um symbols and things that represent where I am from. I'm from the Sonoran Desert, and part of our Sonoran deserts are the Yaquis and the Tohono O'odham. So like I respect them a lot, and I wanted to create something to like symbolize that area. Because sometimes we forget about where we come from or who this land belongs to, and like I they deserve our respect, and this is my way of respecting our natives. And I created this piece inspired by them, but also inspired by all the people that we love who pass away. So it has a lot of things behind this piece, and it's two T-shirts, one that has like the more feminine look and one that has more of the masculine look.
Yeah, but
But
that's
at
dope.
the end, it's one piece, like over there. So that's
Oh,
like the original art piece with them both. And then
I
the
love it.
quote. but like I have them as shirts.
That's so dope. I love that, man.
Thank you so much.
I hope that folks can go and check in on your Instagram and see this new artwork that we've been talking about, and how cool it is. And maybe they can contact you and buy some of your art so that you could keep making art.
Yes, that would be awesome. Like, so this project, it's not just about me expressing myself and doing art. I would love to. That's why actually, my friend and I, Adilene, created um, Calavera Culture House, which is a project that is willing and wants to help others like myself. I'm one of the first artists who got involved with it. So I wanted to do these t-shirts, and there was so much going on in my life, like money wise, that I didn't have the money to like do it all myself. So I talked to my friend, and like we both are like, you know what? Let's make it happen. And from that, we're like, let's do this with other people. Like there's many artists who wants to do this or who wants to launch their projects, and there's like no money or there's no like ways. So all of these things that I am doing and that we're doing are to do that. We want to create a platform for other artists, or we want to like create kind of like a, how would you call it? It's not a scholarship. It's something like that.
Like a sponsorship.
Like in sponsorship to like help people to like, I know a lot of people it's going goes to art school, and art school can be expensive with materials and all of that. So like we would love to help other people with that. So like we're still designing the project. It's there, but like that's the idea, to with all of this art pieces to help other artists to like make their dreams or goal happens, especially if they are involved with the art community.
No, absolutely. And I think it starts right now, since you just mentioned it, that there's folks out there that they're listening and that they're gonna want to participate in that, because it's positive, Man, there's so many things going on right now that it's funny, but the artist provides that escapism.
Yes.
We take them somewhere else. And so I think I have fun doing what I do. You can tell you have fun what you're doing over there.
I love it. Honestly,
Right?
it's more than like, as many people call it, a hobby. To me, it's therapy. And like if anyone should try it, I know a lot of people say that like, oh, I don't know how to draw, I don't know how to paint, like because they see other people who does it like almost perfect. But honestly, everyone can draw, anyone can paint. It's all about perspective. Of course, we're not gonna draw or paint the same because we see things in a different way. So just because you draw it all crazy doesn't mean it's wrong. That's just the way you like see things and project things, like so it's a style at the end. So
Yeah.
everyone try it. Art, it's good for the head, it's good for the heart, for the soul.
Right. And it's our last true freedom. They can't take that away from us.
Yeah. I see art as a language. It's a language where you can express your feelings, where you can express your thoughts, your emotions, things you see, things you don't want to say out loud, like.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really funny. Like I've created works of art, and somebody will, they want to buy it from me, and they're excited. They're like, we want to know the story. Or when they start finding out the story, they're like, oh my God, but I'm racist. I can't buy this. And they buy it anyways. And I'm like, where I'm gonna spend my money, where I'm gonna put, And so it's a funny thing with what art can do. You can totally cross boundaries and get into people's lives. And you know what? I've built a lot of long time friendships with people they've purchased art from the Galeria. So it's been really, really, really cool. Like, and I love being an artist. I can't go back to doing anything else. Let me tell you.
Even if we try.
I
we're,
tried.
We're stuck here, and I won't let you get out of it too. Keep inspiring us.
Right? But you know what? I'm going to say this the best way that I can because I don't speak it too well. Pero muchas gracias por estar en esta entrevista conmigo. And I hope I said that right.
You actually did. You did. No, thanks to Galeria Mitotera and thanks to you, to Melissa. If you're there, Melissa, thank you.
Aquí estoy. Muchísimas gracias.
Saludos. I
She
love you both.
speaks proper Spanish and I speak gangster Spanish.
I
No,
love
but
both
thank
of
you
the
so much.
styles.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for making time for us. I hope, can you say one more time how folks can find you here on Instagram?
You can find me as a Outcast in all the social media, and I'm gonna give you a small tour of the art pieces while I talk.
I like it.
So yeah, any social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, I'm there with Outcast.
I love it.
So
This is
here
good.
it's a little bit of everything, photography, like screen printing, watercolor stuff. Yeah.
I love it. You just gave us our first virtual tour here on
Yes.
Chat with La Mitotera.
A tiny tour.
I love it though. That's how it's going, right? Thank you again. We'll talk some more.
Yes, and take care. Love you all and keep inspiring and like keep respecting each other. And one advice for the parents, very important. Education starts at home. Like kids are our future, and if we focus on that, like we can do so much better and protect them, pay attention to them, and like yes, like education starts at home. What did you say?
Mindset is everything.
I hate that words like in camera, like go like I was. Yes, I have a pin that says stop the hate. I don't know if everyone can read it too, but like so that's another message. Let's stop the hate. Without hate, many things will disappear.
It's true. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Have a great week. Bye, everybody.
Likewise. Adios.